Okay. Good evening, YouTube. So, we're having a little drawing test this evening, and I'm going to draw on an iPad Pro with Procreate and the new Apple II Pencil. And now we'll just start by drawing some animals, I guess, or animalish creatures, I don't know. Well, let's see what's coming. What I'm doing here is I'm just defining volumes, and this is going to be some kind of cartoonish dog, I guess. And I'm just exploring the white space on the surface, doing the pencils. I'm looking for the real shape of the eyelids, the pupil, then the nose, something like that. And I'm trying to finish or get the outline, the definitive outline for this dog character. So maybe he's a bit posh, kind of an English dog maybe. So over there, oh, something like that. That's just maybe a bit small. Could scale it if you wanted. Get the eyelids, correct that. And this is just going to be some sort of hobby, relaxing activity here. I'm not going to use this for any media production or something like that, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of a warm-up, though a warm-up would be a bit different when you're following the Disney warm-up idea. Now, okay, so this is kind of a dog. Let's have some kind of cat on the other side over here. I'm just I'll leave the construction lines and all and everything, so theoretically one could go over it and try and ink the thing, but I'll just leave it at that for the moment. So it is a bit too dark. I'm still experimenting with the pressure of the pencil right here. And now, well, I've got a volume for the head of the dog, head of the cat, and now we're gonna decide in which direction the cat is gonna watch. We're gonna look. So I guess it's gonna look to the left. And now I need to decide where the eyes will be, or somewhere around here, I guess. And then we've got the ears somewhere there. If you imagine, we've got the backside of the head, and if that would be glass or some kind of transparent material, we could see a straight line drawn on the surface of this sphere. And I say, okay, there will be one ear, and on the other side there will be another ear. So we get some more cat-like ears right there. This snout is much shorter. Well, when there's a dog, when there's a cat instead of a dog. So the sort of triangular nose. Okay, this is just a cliche. Shoe. And then give some more definitive form to the head of the cat. And the eyes will be somewhere here. somewhere here. It still looks a bit too much like a dog to me, but alright. Hey, there are AI algorithms having trouble deciding if some animal is a cat or a dog. So it's not that trivial to get that decision. So if you're taking some kind of slit-like eyes, making it definitively a cat. Maybe a bit a distorted cat, but still a cat. So now, what other animals could we think of? Maybe we have dogs, we have cat, we have, well, mice. Mice might be another idea. So again, get some volume for the core of the skull of the head, and then, well, mice, I guess, if I remember correctly. This is more like it gets smaller, the snout is very small, then something like that might be an ear, and maybe it turns into a rat, we'll see. So I've got to correct this. Then we'll have some kind of an axis running around here, and the eyes right here. And now it's the question, how realistic or comic-like do we want to become with this, or do we want the drawing to become? So if you want more expression, if you want to tell a story, maybe this should be more like a Disney-esque mouse. Doesn't need to be Mickey. There are other mice out there. Kind of cartoonish version of a mouse. So come here. Good. All right. Now I hope the stream is working. Now, so maybe the pupil should be a bit clearer defined. So it's like that. Some sort of mouse hat, and then, well, maybe it's a rat. Anyway, they're closely related. So, all right, 3 animals. Still have got some space left on this sheet of the on the file. Now, what else could we do? Well, let's try a bear. They're a bit more, well, not that common drawing-wise and in cities, but I think we can go there to define the volume of the bear's head, and then we go to define the axis, and the snout's also very, well, rather thin compared to the main body of the skull, the main volume. And then we've got these very round ears. So this is also more like a comic version of a bear. Any biologists watching this, I sincerely apologize for drawing non-realistic bears. This is just a comic bear, or maybe you could go and bioengineer some bear which looks more like a comic. Well, no, that's maybe not such a good idea. So actually, I've got no memory of the the nose of a bear, so I'll make this something look like a bit like the dog nose, that if we would be producing something and not just drawing for fun, we would have to do some research on that and make sure it's actually looking like the nose of a bear and not some kind of messed up hybrid dog chimera between a dog and a bear or something like that. So the eyes, maybe something like a bit smaller in comparison to the rest of the volume. Alright, so something like a bear. Maybe the snout is a bit long. We could correct this afterward, but well, this is just for fun. Good. Okay. Maybe this is wrong down here. This should be more like, well, if his shoulder and so the body is somewhere there at least. And we wouldn't see the edge of the throat right there. It would be somewhere here, but this is we can see it because of the snout right there. Okay, good. Now, what else? We could maybe have cows. I would have to watch them. I would have to research them up front. Well, let's have some human character or something like that. Just the face of a male. So that would be the skull, or the main mass of the skull containing the brain. And then I usually go and draw some kind of axis around here, so I can define where the how far it protrudes to the front. Then I know, okay, somewhere in the middle got to be the eyes, so I'm using some construction lines here. Then we're going down on the other side, seeing that we get some kind of edge. And now it's the question, well, what kind of character ought this to be? Well, let's have some kind of more like a thin face. Maybe it's the villain of a story or something like that. I don't know. And how old is he? Maybe a bit older. It's not like ageism here. I'm myself in the second half of my life, so if this is offensive, I'm offensive towards myself. Doesn't make it better anyway. So okay, let's go there. The eyebrows somewhere there. So, and then, well, the eyes themselves, I've defined roughly the area where the eyeballs will be located, but I guess we'll need to define the pupils and where this person is actually looking. Let's have him watch the whoever is looking at the image, something like that. Now this looks really frightened, of course, which is because we did not define yet where the eyebrows or the lid actually laps over the eyeball. So if you're putting too much emphasize or too much darkness up there, it will look automatically female because of the some makeup used right there. Now we get it that way. Looks a bit tired, maybe, the person. Now over there. So, okay, where to put the nose? Somewhere like there will be the root, and the front. Well, let's add some detail to this axis. Somewhere like there. We'll put it. Then let's take it like this. Usually there's some kind of volume, and then we need to locate the mouth, something like that. So, okay, so we wanted to add to create a bit more of an older version of this character. Let's go and take add some signs of age right there. I'm actually looking for the English word for the German expression Falte oder Gesichtsfalte, which I've forgotten. Wrinkles? Wrinkles, yeah, wrinkles, something like that, yeah. So, like this. I know we could simulate some shadow cast by the upper lids onto the iris, and then here would be the pupil right in the middle. Now let's do it on the other side. There's another pupil. Then we can define the second eye, and then the eyeball ends somewhere here. We get to clear this area there afterwards if we would use this drawing somewhere. Removing the construction lines, adding some shadow here. Now, usually there is some volume over there because of the muscle that's lying beneath the skin right there, and I'm putting a bit of a shadow right there, right at the end. So just like this. I'm removing some part of the construction lines so we could much more easily see how this could look once it's inked, if anybody would try and like to ink it. I think this the drawing itself will end up on my blog. I'll put the link into the description. So thanks for watching, and you'll have access to a PNG file in full resolution of this if anybody has interest to work with this or try some coloring or whatever. It's still a bit strange with the new pencil, so I'm accidentally swapping between the eraser and the pencil, because if you tap 2 times on it, then it switches, and I'm still trying to get used to this. This is could be a tremendous time saver, but I still need to train myself not to accidentally switch between these 2 states or between these 2 tools. So my aim would be to completely forget about the tool and being able to completely concentrate on the content of the drawing. So now add some shadows here, and I guess I'll have the light coming from the left upper side, right there, so I get some kind of reflection on the eye, and just like that, a bit of shadow and a bit of shadow over there. It's just a sketch, so no perfect field patchings or something like that. This is just very, very rough. So, good. Now there would be some shadow, and then, well, the question is, does he have hair? And if yes, how does it look? Something like that, rather short. But maybe some kind of bad hair day, I don't know. So, right there. And yeah, wrong. So I wanted to erase the initial construction line. Going here, so we get some kind of idea where the volume will be. Ears looking strange, and now we get some kind of well, the throat is has a bit too much volume right there. Could go that. Yes, all right. And then I'll add some shadow here just to give an idea how this could look once light is all set and everything's inked, and yeah, right. So this one. Now maybe we have some more time left for a female head. Put her somewhere there. And I think I'm going to do this on a daily basis in the days to come, just to keep myself drawing in order not to lose the ability to draw. Spent already too much time with other things and problems this year. So, alright, so now we get a basic idea what the female head looks like. Maybe that should be a bit straighter, more like a vertical line over here. More like that, a bit smaller. Then we're going in for the eyes over here. And add some volume. Okay. That's just the cheeks. So now let's adjust the axis right there. Okay, it's coming down right here, then on the nose. It's going there, smaller nose. Then we're reaching the mouth. Finding some volume over there, the edges or the end points of the mouth. And now there's one wonderful feature in this application. We can flip it, and this way I will much easier see where my drawing lacks in accuracy. Over there it's well, still got to Would need some time fixing this. I think I'll leave it at that. This will produce a steady stream of drawings over the next days, so no time for all that detail over here. No time for perfectionism anyway. So, some volume in the lips. Goody. So now there's no problem with emphasizing the end of the upper lid, and we could insert the iris right there, right like that, just like this. So now is the question, what will be how will the hair look like? So let's have some kind of a longer hair right here. Something like that, and then the hair would flow over the shoulder, somewhere like that. Okay, that would be some kind of sketch of a female head. We could start add some more shadow. Let's say the light is coming from above. Got this here. The part around the eyes is a bit darker. That would be good. Okay. Let's get rid of some construction lines there. Maybe have some kind of a more round eyebrows like that. And add some more color or ink to the eyelashes. I think that's wrong. I got to pull that a bit down. So like that. Right, now some shadows over here. That's okay, I think. And then we go and add some detail to the ears, and maybe the part of the hair is flowing over, so over the ears. And then we get some shadow right there, and we get some shadow below the chin, of course, and that's too far away, I guess. So that would look a bit more healthy. All right. Now, okay. Well, for kind of a warm-up drawing, I think it's okay. About 15 minutes. And well, yeah, I think that's it for today. All right. See you soon. I hope this will go on for some days now. All right. So end stream is right there. Okay,